How many of you gents have heard or seen or even personally experienced women that get upset at you for doing things that men do? Like maybe opening the door, maybe trying to be nice to them, trying to help them out. We see a whole string of videos right now on the internet about women in the gym who are trying to basically call out men in the gym, but it is them that is putting people on camera. We also see women that are in the gym that need help, and then because women have killed chivalry, nobody comes to help them. Guys don't want to catch a case. I'm gonna go ahead and play this next clip with Candace Owens, lover or hater. She makes an excellent point in this video. Let's check it out.
I really do believe that modern feminism encourages male absence. It encourages it because it's become toxic. They use terms like toxic masculinity, right? And I say to myself, all of their examples of the idea of what it means to be a man now is toxic. They think, oh, this is a man. Masculinity is wrong. There's something inherently wrong with being a masculine man.
I've already told you guys that I do not believe in that term toxic masculinity. You never hear about toxic femininity. And if you don't believe that the actions of these modern women today aren't toxic, then what is? But yet and still, we see all this gaslighting of men who are doing things that men do. Some men are bad, yes. Some men do dumb crap, yes. That person might be a piece of crap, yes. But to sit here and say that the things that are inherent to being a man are toxic, that's just a way for power control. It's more sign language, but used on a larger scale.
And to me, I always say that it was toxic masculinity that saved me. You know, I had a healthy fear of my grandfather. Nobody played around with my grandfather. We still don't play around with my grandfather, you know, and it's just, there's a certain level of respect when you're in his home. There are rules. And because I had that healthy fear, I was, I guess, more responsive to that sort of authority when I had to go out in real life. You know, I believed in structure. And yet, this version of feminism today, we have women that are basically promoting men should act like women, right? And women should act like men. There's all of this confusion. You can pick your gender, you can do what you want. And ultimately, what I think it's doing is feeding into this idea of a breakdown of the family.
Now, when you guys get a chance, go ahead and check out Bebe's YouTube page and her Instagram. I didn't block any of that. You guys go check her out. She does awesome stuff. She's actually somewhere here in Vegas. I would love to meet her one day and have a conversation, but if it doesn't happen, it don't happen. Candace Owen brings up a lot of good points. I and the people that I know had a healthy fear of the people in our family. I, even growing up around the women in my family, even my uncle, whoever was around, those older folks, I had a reverence and a respect. We're talking about having a reverence and respect for our elders. And what we're seeing is that these young people today do not respect their elders. And in some cases, what reason would they have? Now, where people's like, well, you know, we're freer to do this and freer to do that. But what have we traded? We have traded families away for so-called freedom. We have women out here today who saying, I don't need a man. And so they go forward and have children absent of being married, absent of having the father in the home. And we know that statistically that these children are at risk for so many different things that are going to impact their lives and set them back. What is that freedom costing? It is costing us a society with a bunch of emasculated men.
If we was all on a boat and that bitch started to go down like the Titanic and there was only a certain number of lifeboats, they gonna say women and children first. If you say, hell no, man, I'm getting the boat first, immediately you're gonna be judged.
You are for sure getting judged because that is what society says that men are supposed to do. See, men in today's society are supposed to sacrifice everything for women today. They're supposed to get on women's program. But when it comes to the point of, you know, doing things and being traditional, then that man has to maintain that. So women get to advance and be modern and all these different things, but men have to stay doing the same thing they're doing. And if you have women who are acting masculine like men, then why the hell should women get on the boat any more than a man? If we're all supposedly equal, then what makes the woman's life more valuable than that man's? It's just a question. Y'all let me know down in the comments, but let's continue.
Just because you value your life over allowing a bitch and a baby to live over you, women don't have them kind of problems. We ain't asked to sacrifice our life because we are a certain gender. We asked that.
Men in this society do not get enough appreciation, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if there was a war that broke out, the first people that would get called in would be men. Men would have to serve. Men would get drafted, and women would get to stay home. And I remember just in the last, year, right? And I remember on TikTok, you had a bunch of women who were in the service, who signed up to be in the military, get on TikTok and start crying because they thought that they was going to have to get sent overseas. Crying. They signed up. It is their duty to serve right now. They're the ones that made the decision. They're the ones that signed on that dotted line. And as a man who did 20 years in the military, as much as I wouldn't want to have done it, I signed up for it. I know that is a part of the job. I know it is expected of me to go ahead and serve my country. And you have women crying about it. Men are expected to sacrifice themselves and their lives in the name of women so that society can go on. Are women sacrificing for men? That's why it was imperative that women go ahead and be the support system and the backbone for men. But that work was vital to creating healthy children. And now women have just abandoned that. Oh, I can do it on my own. But the statistics don't bear that out. The statistics say men are going in the wrong direction. Girls and boys are going in the wrong direction statistically when they are in single parent homes where it's single and solely the mother. But that is not the truth when it comes to fathers. So I want to share that with y'all tonight. I know it's a little unorthodox for me to do this way. I want to know what your thoughts are in the comments. So leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think about these videos and your opinions on it. And listen, if your comment is thoughtful enough, or, it's a good comment to me, then it may get featured in next Wednesday's live stream. Check out the video at the end of this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. And until next time, live your best life.